right, Coach. Thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. A short time ago, a scene that never fails to stir up the folks here in Charlotte. Cam Newton strutting his way onto the field. His guys are fired up as they get set to go toe-to-toe with the Los Angeles Rams. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
We're good. We're good.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Newton. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
In and there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum. Stop there. Maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And right with it here over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. From the red zone now, Newton dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh able to get in and bury him well behind the line for a loss of 17. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Gun. 20.
From the gun, here's Newton. Wright's got it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Newton now to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Gano out to kick this one away. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Right, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 39 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Free kick out of bounds, kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
1st down.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Newton. And that's caught by Smith. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. The Panthers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Set. 180. Set.
Again, Newton. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Gano now to add the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he'll go at the 25.
Super 66. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 12.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the Sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And he said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods from 6 yards away. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Zerline out now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Panthers on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Out to his. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And Ndamukong Suh in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. And now the spin. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Goff. His throw incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Super one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Looking for Woods that time.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Newton. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Steps away to his left. Room to run inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
You know how some quarterbacks can hot-foot it for big yardage?
Cam's one of them.
Cam is one of them, but I think he thunders for big yardage. That is a big, big man. And when he's got the ball in open field, look out.
And that's just a glimpse into why he has the most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in NFL history.
Yeah, a lot of people say that's a defensive end carrying the football. Good luck trying to get him on the ground.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To throw is Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Throwing again is Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just met.
He's got a man. Complete. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 3rd down.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Gano's kick is right through. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Samson Abukum able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. On 2nd down, here's Newton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Goff. And incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Goff. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett from 10 yards out. And the Rams are in for 6. Now Zerline on to add the extra point.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd down. Newton, and that's incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a 1st down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now Newton on first down. Dancing to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. As Ike learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Right side complete. That's Woods. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Goff on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Rams on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's gone. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Ready? Ready?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Steps away. Throw left side complete. It's right. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Flush to his right. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Super 1. Black 20. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Goff. His throw caught at about the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Goff. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. Well, Charles, you said it after the 4th down stop. That's almost guaranteed points the other way, and that comes to fruition with a touchdown.
Well, the unnecessary risk did come back to haunt them, didn't it? End up getting those points that I predicted that they were going to give up because it's guaranteed points if you don't make that play.
So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. Newton now to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Super one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Woods the intended receiver.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after him because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. After the run, Newton going to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! Cam Newton with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score. Gano out to kick this one away. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Gurley again here on first down. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Try to get it to Woods. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some guys were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Being chased out left. Airing it out for Olsen. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen from 3 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he's such a talented tight end. Just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover it.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. On the move to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Goff again. Rolling to his left. Airing it out deep for... And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 42.